If you love Skuid's Action Framework but haven't tried Action Sequence, here are a few tips to get you started with this amazing productivity and time-saving feature. Action Sequence is a way for you to group a set of actions and make them available for use in the rest of the page. In this example, I have a Create New Account action sequence that can be triggered from multiple components, from the navigation, a button on the page, and from a button in the sticky footer. All three components point to the same action sequence, so I only need to create and make changes to the action sequence once. Besides being a time saver, using Action Sequence helps keep your Skuid page clean and easier to maintain. Some Skuid builders use action sequences heavily to keep their pages organized. Here's another tip. If you need to move a long list of actions from one component to another, you can convert them into an action sequence and select it from the other component. You can then delete the action sequence afterwards if this is just a one-time operation. If you have a long list of actions, you can group parts of the actions into action sequences. That helps break down the list of actions into easy-to-understand groups of actions, which will pay off when you need to maintain your pages in the future. Using branch action as the first action in an action sequence can be helpful if you want the actions to run only when some criteria are met. For example, if you want the tier pricing configuration modal to show only when tier pricing is selected, you can put all the actions under the branch action in your action sequence. And for the final tip, Action Sequence also takes inputs. Since action sequences are independent from components, this allows you to provide the action sequence the data or the context it needs. Back to the Create New Account action sequence, I can pass an input with the current user's user ID as the owner of the newly created account. You also notice that action sequence can also be run on page load or from an event trigger. That allows for more flexibility in using action sequence in your app. Thanks for watching and see you next time.